Due to the ignorance of our host, parental discretion is advised.
Dude, I've never seen so many chicks with dicks in one in your house. Welcome back to the other side of the Beehive Official Weekly, boys. We're back, dude. By we, I mean me.
That's a horrible thing to say about my in-laws.
You hear my Mexican COVID I got going on?
Oh, he brought it back? What the fuck, man?
Just a little cold. You know what I think it is?
I have a cold too. I've had a runny nose for about a week now.
You know what I think it is?
Those shoes you're wearing with those bags, all that baggage you brought back with you?
This is the only reason why I got all the souvenirs I got for everybody.
I was going to say, I bet TSA had a heyday with you and those motherfuckers. Fuck carry-ons, huh?
I put this on the overhead.
Could you imagine unstrapping those and sticking them in the carry-on? Hey, could you scoot your bag over and get this one?
Just don't put your feet shoes like these. You gotta lay them down. Oh, dude. No, you know what I think it is? Is that you're sweating so much, and the first thing you want to do is get into a building that is blasting AC.
Oh, yeah.
And so all that sweat dries off on you, and then you go out and you sweat it all again.
Was it hot down there?
Dude. It was about 86 every
That's
day.
not bad.
Even when it rains, but it's so humid.
Oh.
You just sit there like me. I just sit there and I just
it's like drain. Texas was, where I was like, oh, this is be nice, 85, 86, but it was just like fucking, just your clothes are fucking 30 pounds fucking heavier.
Fuck yeah.
Did you have fun?
I had a blast, dude. I got so much to say. Maybe we'll start with you. How was your week?
I didn't have an exciting week, so you might as well share your stories, for God's sakes.
Dude, it was a blast from the time that we left. Like I mentioned before, it was the three of us who came, 21 years ago. And my sister flew out to... So we went to Playa del Carmen, which I heard Jason mention that he went there. So that's where we went. But we flew into Cancun, and then we took a shuttle to Playa del Carmen, which is about an hour and a half. So we went from here to Atlanta. Now, Atlanta, I don't know if you know this, a lot of Dre's.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of Dre's.
Yeah.
And by that, I mean DJs. But it seems to me like the only small airport that I know, even though it's getting bigger, is ours. Because then Atlanta, you have...
Salt Lake?
Yeah.
Oh.
Atlanta, I have to take a train to go to different gates. That's how humongous this thing is. And so...
They ain't got shit on the Dallas airport.
Did you really?
That's the biggest airport I've ever seen.
Dude, I kid you not, the one in my hometown, it's so small.
Really?
So small. But so I think from here to there was 3 hours.
The flight from Atlanta to...
From here to Atlanta.
Oh, okay.
And then we waited for 3 hours.
3 hour layover, huh? Ugh.
And what do?
You have to stay there.
You have to stay.
If you had like 7 or 8 hours, you could go enjoy yourself, but instead you're stuck there.
But my mom is like, well, what do you want to do? And I'm like, well, it's a fact. We're not going to get out of here.
Yeah.
Like, it'll be stupid to get out. I'm like, so might as well, let's try to buy a snack or get some food or whatever. Obviously, my mother, as the basic woman that she is, he goes, you want some Starbucks? I was like, I guess. I guess. So we got some Starbucks, walked around, and then we flew into Cancun. Now, when we got to Cancun, I walked in with my mother. The guy says, you guys coming from, and we're from Atlanta. He goes, oh, okay. And he goes, so the ticket that my mom had the shuttle take us to Playa del Carmen. He's like, well, I'm looking for Cancun shuttle or whatever it was. And he goes, okay. And so the guy's like, you have to go through all of these people. They're going to attack you as soon as you walk out the airport because they all want to take you.
Oh, yeah.
They all want to take you. He says, but you have to go through them to go to the people that are dressed up like this, like that, and whatever. So we walk in. Dude, the minute those fucking doors go and you walk out, not only you get the heat wave punch, but just everybody do like basically this close to grab you and pull you into their cars. You want a taxi? What do you want a taxi? Cheap taxi. Where do you want to go? You want this? You want that? And we're like, no. And you literally feel like you're someone famous, and you're just like paparazzis everywhere. You're just like, no. And you're just like covering your face, like, no, grabbing your luggage. You're like, no.
Both hands.
Both hands. The guy that told us to go through, he's like, let me get you guys all set up. And it starts getting into his iPad, turns to my mother and me, and he goes, honeymoon?
Oh, no way.
My mom is all, excuse me? He's like, you guys on a honeymoon? My mom is all, that's my son. And these guys go, oh my God, I'm so sorry. It's Cancun, you know, you don't ever know. I was like, all right, dude, Cancun, not Vegas, relax.
Yeah,
dude,
right.
you know what I'm saying? So then we get into the shuttle, and it takes us all the way to Playa del Carmen, which is about from 30 to 45 minute ride. Okay. First thing I asked this guy, I'm like, hey, so mask. Oh, dude, look at your shoes. I just noticed them. No. So I look at my, I asked the guy, so the mask, and he's like, we're done.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I said, we're done.
Oh, but that makes you feel bad.
I'm like, okay, cool, yeah. Because in Cancun, there's some people that still had it. I'm like, all right, cool. So we get to the hotel. My sister's already there, right?
Did your mom know
What?
she was there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm the only one that didn't know the plan.
Oh,
I just followed them. They was like, well, we're doing this. I'm like, okay. And so we get to the hotel. First thing they do is like, hi, welcome. And they give you a drink, alcoholic drink, out of a fruit that is famous back home. So here it is. And you're like, oh, okay. And it has like a little piece of cinnamon, like the little wood looking thing. Yeah. Put it in there to get a little bit of that mint lift or whatever. And you all free, drinks free 24/7, food free 24/7.
I can see.
So I know. I'm telling you, I'm shitting it out, right? I'm shitting it out. Trust me, nonstop. And so we get to this hotel, and it's pretty cool because as you see through the hotel, you see everything all the way to the beach. I think I posted a picture in there, and then everything around there is like stores and souvenir stores, and there's a cigar store. There's a little bar that is open 24/7 and snacks, and there's a cafe that is open with like desserts and breakfast and coffee and all that kind of shit. Everything is open 24/7, and plus the hotel has like a show or something every night. Well, all right, cool. Get there, we go to the buffet. Nice fucking buffet. And then the next day, we didn't do anything but just hang out by the pool. It started to rain. They're like, you guys gotta get out. It's like, fuck, it's like lightning.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
You guys gotta get out. I'm like, all right. Then there's a sign. It's like as you go through the lobby, through the patio or the area where the pool is, all the tables and beds and all that, you go through it. There's a right at the end of the hotel, there's a little road that goes to the beach. This is like 50 feet of sand, and you're in the beach. And there's a sign there that says rocky area. So by then, your boy already has those shoes that you can get in the water. So I'm going in, and I get to my waist, and there's so many rocks. It's impossible to go in.
Oh, just really sharp rocks.
Yeah. So I'm like, well, we're not doing this. We go back. That was our first day there was Tuesday, and we didn't do anything. The next day, we went to walk around the hotel. The people are selling stuff and everything, right? Very touristic area, whatever. As soon as you turn around, it is like the most legal human trafficking that you can imagine, because everybody wants to sell you something, but they're trying to make you come in. They're trying to make you, hey, we have tequila, you gotta try our tequila. So you go inside, right? A guy comes on, he goes, hey, I remember you. And we're like, what the fuck? And he goes, I'm the your waiter from the hotel. And we're like, yo, what's going on? And he knew my mom and stuff. Is yeah, you know what's going on? But you guys want to let me show you my other business, and I have this one. We're like, nah, we're good, thank you. We're just gonna walk around and see what's going on. And I wanted to buy souvenirs for, all of my girlfriends.
Were they talking in English, or is this all Spanish?
It's all Spanish.
All Spanish.
But they do know English. They do know English enough to sell you something. right? So they're basically saying, hey, you want to try some tequila? Come over here, my friend, or whatever. And so then we keep walking. We walk for like half a mile. There's whole blocks, just people selling shit. We get to the next block, and we hear a guy saying to people behind us, hey, I remember you. And the people are like, who are you? Like, I'm the waiter from the hotel.
Oh.
And the people are like, oh, hey, what's going on? And we're like, so are they playing us? And we're like, obviously, it's like, I'm like, did anybody recognize that guy that knew us? And they're like, and I think my sister caught it, and she was like, no, you know what I think it is? Because when you come in, because we kind of went into like a the way I can explain it, like a higher level of guest. So they give you a bracelet.
Oh.
And a bracelet, it's like a purple color. So when they see the bracelet
card, fucking
so when
bracelet card.
So when they see the bracelet, you know they know you're coming from the hotel. So that's how they're getting you. They're like, oh, it's me from the hotel. And you dumbass like me, I'm like, hey, what's up, dude?
That's right.
And he doesn't even...
Yo, did you listen to that episode? Before. He's all, yeah, I did.
He's never seen me before. And so we try to buy some stuff, and then we come back. So that was Wednesday. That was Tuesday. So Tuesday, we're like, hey, let's try to do a tour and see what's out there. So obviously there's a spot at the hotel when they have like all the tours and stuff. So I go and I say, hey, we're looking to do something. And he goes, oh, you can go to Chichen Itza or Xcaret and all like that, the park that we went to and all that stuff. And they said, it says, it's just whatever you want. So we bought two, one for Wednesday, one for Thursday. The Wednesday one was the one that I put all over my stories. It's a 12-hour day. Basically, you get dropped off and they tell you, you meet here 9:30 at night. You fuck off and do whatever you want. If you want to go early, which they highly suggest you that you don't, it says there's one bus that leaves at 4. It says, but the biggest show is at the end.
So what if you didn't make it?
Then you're on your own.
You're fucked, huh?
Yeah. You have to rent a taxi, and God knows.
Okay, yeah.
God knows what that's gonna go. So, yeah, because that's what my uncle said on the way here. On the way back, when we went to Cancun, my uncle's like, just because my sister, that's when we were gonna split from my sister, and my uncle told my sister, in Cancun, just be careful. Just don't go, just because same thing. Dude, as soon as you step out, it's like, and we're stepping out just to see where my sister has to go. So we still have to fly. Well, we're not leaving. It's like, well, and they're grabbing you. They're like, come over here. I'm like, no, we're not leaving. We still have to fly. Like, we're just we're just doing a layover. But my sister got so into that she was like, I just want my mom to help me to find a. And so my mom tells me, hey, stay here. I'm going to go help your sister. They went through like a gated area to find like the legit taxis. And then my mom came back without my sister. And I go, well, where is she? And she said, well, she's gone. I'm like, why didn't you say goodbye? He goes, oh, yeah. My mom was like, oh, yeah, sorry about that. But she was so stressed out that she just wanted
So where did she go?
She lives in Oregon.
Well, so this was at the end of the trip?
Yeah, this is coming back.
Oh, okay.
I just skipped that. But she stayed in Cancun for one more day.
Oh, okay.
So we came back on Sunday. She went back home on long story short, she went back on Tuesday. But
oh, okay, gotcha.
But so then we go to this tour, and it's amazing. That's what you did. You sent me that message. You're like, dude, the Mortal
the new Mortal Kombat looks lit. Yeah, fuck yeah. There's this guy that was all painted up. I was all, oh shit, dude. Who the fuck is that? Is that like Goro or something?
Dude, there was like a where I was recording, it was like a hallway that we just stood there with tens of people just to watch this thing. There was like my mom and my sister were sitting in like stairs or whatever. Right behind us there was like a little bench, but it was higher up because there was trees. My sister was gonna jump and just sit there, and I was like, and I look behind you, and there's a fucking iguana right behind her, this fucking long, and just chilling, dude, and waiting for her, like, do something. My sister's all, oh no, I'm not saying here.
Those fuckers are everywhere down there,
everywhere,
aren't they?
dude, everywhere.
Yo, what were those squirrel-looking monkey fucking raccoon things, dude?
I have no idea.
You've never seen those before?
You know what's funny? On the way, so we were watching this last show, like when he got, like at the end of the night, and my sister was like, yo, why don't you give me a hand? and let's go back because you get like locker rooms to get your stuff in there. She goes, why don't you come back with me to the lockers and get and let's get our bag. So when this is done, we're ready to go.
Yeah.
And I said, okay, let's go back. So we went back, and on the way back, we saw one of those, and everybody was crying about it because he seemed like he was dying because he couldn't stand up. He was like, but all I can think of is like, this motherfucker just drank someone's beer.
Oh yeah.
And he was like, he could barely, like, dude, he would get up and like fall. And like, he couldn't walk. And everybody's like surrounding him. Nobody knows what it is. We're like, oh my God, he's dying. And some dumbass walks around. He probably ate some plastic or whatever, you know. Yeah. Everybody's a veterinarian.
Some white guy. Some fucking know-it-all white guy,
And so my sister's like, oh no. And all I can think of is like, hey, he's probably drunk. He probably drank someone's beer.
That's a good excuse, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
People feel better. Dude, can I have some of that? I need to burn my throat and all these.
You want some?
Cum I have here. Oh, yeah.
That one's a clean one.
Thank you.
This is the one I used.
Yo, also, the as soon as we got in the hotel, there, you know, you get greeted and everything. Like, right from the people at the door, like, every single person that works there and walks by you, they greet you. They salute you, right? But they do this. Like, they touch their hearts and they bow. Like, I was like, oh, that's very culty.
They didn't do that before?
No. They do that the minute you come in.
No, I was just saying you're from there.
This is Playa del Carmen, though.
Yeah, but it's the same.
I've never seen that.
Not like in Chicago, people fucking shake with their left foot, right? You know what I mean?
I never seen that before.
Huh.
But it was like, everybody's like, hi, how are you? And then we're like, oh, that's very Nazi. It's like just walking by, they're just bowing.
Did you say Nazi?
Nazi. Yeah, very culty. Very like, I don't know about that.
Or proper.
It must be confusing me with Justin Simmons.
Or proper.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, have a little respect.
Yeah. But you know what's funny? I saw two people that work there doing it to each other. They're like, hey, how are you? And so they bow and then they fist bumped. I was like, yo, what the fuck is that?
Hey, glad you're back, brother.
Yeah, thank you, buddy. Missed you.
Yeah, just you.
Well, that sounded fake as fuck. Yeah, missed you. Ooh. Let's burn that phlegm.
Well, I did. It was, where's Angel? Where's Angel? Where's Angel? Where's Angel?
At work?
Well, everywhere.
But yeah, I couldn't leave with buying some for you. So I got you something. Your eyes all watery now.
You know when it goes down like halfway the wrong side?
Oh, yeah. And plus we're 6, and we're like, I bought one for you and I bought one for Ryan, because you guys are my alcoholic friends. It's a big old joint. No, I'm just kidding.
Nice.
Here it is. They just wrap it like that so I don't break it. But
oh, what do we got here?
so first off,
Oh, wow.
it's made out of seashells.
Somebody put some time into this.
Dude, in the words of my podcast partner, not cheap.
Oh, I can imagine.
But hold on. So it's made out of seashells. It's a bottle opener.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, right here in the mouth.
You really think that you could open a bottle with that and it wouldn't break?
It is a bottle opener. But the best thing about it is this.
Oh, no way.
So it just sits there.
That's badass. Thank you,
I was
brother.
like, I have to get. I have one. I bought one a long time ago, but it was really small. That one's a lot bigger. And I was like, oh, dude, this is for Simmons.
Fuck yeah. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, no
I
problem.
love it.
No problem. And then went home for a day and a half. Now I almost got to the point where I was like, fuck you, Dad. I'll go back and you don't see me.
Oh, so home. Like,
Yeah, home.
Okay.
We went home.
So Tuesday you get to the airport.
Monday.
Monday you get to the airport.
Yeah.
You go to Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
Monday, I would say late in the day, you arrived to
Cancun,
and
took a shuttle to Playa del Carmen.
to that place.
Yeah.
You spent how many days there?
So I spent the night of Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We left Friday morning to go home.
So
My uncle went and met us there.
and so, did you fly there?
No, we drove.
You drove
4 hours.
4 hours,
4
huh?
hours.
And then how many days did you stay at home?
We got there Friday night, and we stayed. So we were supposed to leave Saturday, and spend a day in Cancun in my sister's hotel room, but we decided to stay one more day. So we left early on Sunday, and instead of staying in a hotel, we went Sunday from our hometown to back to Cancun on a Greyhound. And so he took us to Cancun's airport. So therefore, my sister had to take a taxi to go to the hotel, and we just stayed and flew back.
And
here.
then flew back.
Yeah. This was a direct flight.
So how was home?
Home was good. Everything seems super small. I went to my childhood home. They were renting it out, and we went to get the rent, and there was nobody there.
We went to go get rent. There's no rent.
But it was good. Saw my grandma. I saw both of my grandmas. Both of my grandmas very tired. My mom's mom, super skinny.
Oh.
But so I was supposed to meet my dad on Friday, right? Friday night. So
He's always your mom coming?
took his shirt off when he saw me. Just kidding.
Oh, your mom.
So he says, "Hey," I'm like, "Hey, I'm on my way home." Texts me back and he goes, "Oh, cool. Can I meet you at the church that you used to play drums at? You know, that'd be easy." I'm like, "What am I, a hooker? Or you can come pick me up at my grandma's house because you've been there, and then let's hang out." He goes, "Oh, I just don't know where it is." And I said, "Okay." So once I got to my grandma's house,
I'll drop you a pin, Dad.
So once I got to my grandma's house, I sent him a pin drop, and he goes, "I don't know how to use that." I go, "Well, click on it." Right? But I asked my uncle, "Well, what's the real address?" And I'll just give him an address. He's like, "Oh, it's this, and that." So I sent him that, and he goes, "Okay, I'll see you here in a second." I'm like, well, "How long do I have?" So it's 40 minutes. Okay. Well, 2.5 hours go by. I don't see him. So my sister from there starts get a hold of me through Messenger. She goes, "Hey, I heard you're here." And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm waiting for Dad. We're all supposed to hang out." She's like, "Well, I'm working." And so, like the rest of my siblings, we're all working. But let me call Dad and see where he's at. Texts me back and he goes, "Oh, so apparently Dad he said he's going to call you here in a sec." Like, okay. I'm ready to go.
You're irritated at this point?
I'm irritated as fuck. I bought it. I totally forgot to buy him something.
Oh.
So on the airport here, I bought him like a shirt and a hoodie.
Dude, I love this.
So I bought him a shirt and a hoodie just in the airport here. And I said, I'll just take him that. So I'm ready with my bag and I'm waiting, right? So my dad calls me. I'm like, "What's going on?" He goes, "Hey, what's up?" And then he starts laughing. And I go, "Are you here?" And he goes, "No." You know what happened? I go, "What?" He goes, "I got out of the house. I couldn't find it. I came back home." I'm like, "Excuse me?" I'm like, "Well, why don't you fucking tell me?" I just don't know. And he like, I started having those thoughts that like the things that my family used to tell me about him when I was a little kid. You know, your dad is, because obviously my parents got divorced, so everybody's got their own opinions
It
of
brought
each
you
other.
back to the times you're like,
Yeah, so
you
it's like-
score a goal in soccer, you turn around, Dad's not there.
That's not there, right?
Yeah,
And-
okay,
and,
I gotcha.
and then the other part of the family is like, well, I mean,
Yeah.
you may not be used to this, but you know what I mean? It's
Okay.
like, I'm like, and so he's talking to me, and I'm fucking getting pissed, and then he goes, "Well, if you want to, obviously your sisters want to see you, your brother want to see you," and he goes, "But they're working. But if we could do something Sunday," I'm like, "Dad, I won't be here Sunday. Like I came here, that every time I step foot back home, the next day I'm seeing you. So this day I plan everything, so I'm seeing you right now." And then he wants to put me in a guilt trip, and he's like, "Well, I mean, if we can't do it, we can't do it." And I get it. You have priorities. I go, "What?" At this point, dude, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I haven't seen you in, I don't know, 7, 8 years?
Yo, I'm 40, motherfucker. This shit doesn't work on me
you're in better shape,
anymore.
but I'll fuck you
Yeah,
up.
I'll fuck you up. Come to me. Step to this shit.
So he apologizes, but then at the same time he's like, I mean, I get it, man. You have your things you're doing, and if we can't see it, and I'm like, listen, how about because they're like, your sisters want to take you breakfast, and I say, how about this? Where do you want to meet? Oh, let's meet here and here. I say, okay, let me ask if someone will give me a ride there, and then you bring me back. And I'm like, and memorize it this fucking time, so you know where I'm gonna be next time.
Yeah.
She goes, all right, let's do that. So I talked to my uncle. My uncle's like, yeah, I'll drop you off in the morning. So in the morning I go there, and my dad, bless his heart, I mean, he sees me, and I'm kind of like a little sour about it. And he sees me, and he goes, what's up? I'm like, nothing, dude. Yeah, he's all laughing and shit, so hugging me. Dude, I couldn't see you yesterday. I'm like, no, I know. That's why we're here. First thing in the morning, we're going to have breakfast. So we sit there, and now...
You see me, Dad? Tattooed now. I'm a man.
Now...
When's the last time you had seen him before?
I'm going to say...
Other than when he calls you with his shirt off.
I know for a fact that I was there. I think I went back. I can't remember when, but I was there in 2015.
Okay.
So
7 years.
yeah,
It's a while.
yeah, 7 years. Yeah.
2015,
To today,
2020 there,
sorry,
son.
Sorry. I'm like, what?
Math is
But you know
hard,
what? You know why I got mixed up? Because I went there for my 10th year anniversary.
you
so
didn't
so I'm
see it.
thinking 10. You say
Yeah.
7. I go, wait, what? But no. So I got to the place, and I'm walking with my dad to the next door where we're gonna go eat, and this is when you get slapped in the face with Mexican sense of humor, right? Because there's no one's getting offended there,
Right.
And if you are, you're a pussy, right? So then we're walking towards the door, and my siblings are coming, and my sisters, hefty ladies, right?
I was gonna ask you, what are your sisters like?
I got
You got
pictures.
some lookers?
No. Oh no, dude! I'll probably bang my brother before I bang my sister. But hold on, so
These are halves, so it's okay, all right?
I don't know my mom's. So as we go into the door, we see him walk through the parking lot. And we're gonna meet like this, right? Into like an angle looking thing. My dad goes, "Oh, they're your sisters. Look how big they are. They're rolling towards the door." I'm like, holy shit, Dad.
Did they hear him?
No, fuck no.
Oh, okay.
But even if, but when he says it, like, I
gotta meet you, Dad.
No, dude. But that was like but there's no backing up, because my dad was like, they were busting my dad's balls because we all sat down to eat, and now I have both of my sisters, one of my sister's boyfriend, my brother, and my dad, and we're all sitting there, and obviously, you know, as a good gesture, because I didn't bring anything to it, just to my dad, I'm like, listen, you guys can eat whatever the hell you want, and I'm buying. This is on me.
Oh, the rich brother comes from the States and treats us all.
You got it.
And your thick sisters, y'all, son of a bitch.
I got it. All right, you said it. They're like, so I get there, and I'm talking, but it's funny how I go, hey, can I have like a big traditional breakfast with eggs, and then my sister asked for like enchiladas or whatever the hell it is, and my dad is like, can I have a fruit bowl? And all 5 of us were like, what? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, all 5 of us were like, what the fuck? And he goes, that's my breakfast. And my dad is, obviously, we know, he's been running marathons,
Yeah.
fucking skinny as shit.
Yeah.
And he goes, no, that's what I eat. He's like, every fucking day? And my brother's like, nah, fuck that. And he turns around and says, bring in some eggs like this and like that. So he ordered for him. And then my dad is like, oh, you guys want me to look like you? I'm like, I don't, we don't do that. And obviously my sisters are like, well, yeah, that's why you're not happy. That's why you're grumpy all the time. Like, fucking live a little bit, you know? And my dad's like, no. It's like, no.
So it's your dad, it's you,
Yeah.
and
One of the sisters.
the brother,
And then the little sister.
and then the little sister. Okay,
Yeah.
so you have two. Holy shit, dude. Okay, so in the family tree,
Yeah. In total.
you have 3 sisters and
2 brothers.
3 brothers, right? Because you have the brother from the same mother.
Yeah, him and my brother.
Oh, so okay.
So
I gotcha.
3
okay.
girls, 3 boys. That's what you're trying to say.
Okay.
Yeah. But no. So we had a good time. I started raping my sister's ass. That wasn't gonna sound good because her boyfriend was there, and every now and then, because again, that's the Mexican sense of humor.
Yeah.
My sister every now and
I'm
then.
a cheesemo.
The cheese on your dick. Yeah,
No, yeah.
My sister every now and then posts like a thing about a couple or whatever and tags her boyfriend, and she always says something like, well, here I am just waiting for my ring, or something like that, right? See how tacky it sounds to you?
Yeah.
Like, I've been here for longer than I have been there. So I'm like, I looked at her and I said, hey, in front of her boyfriend, I'm like, do me a favor. I'm like, stop doing that. It is so pathetic. I'm like, fuck, because she has a good job. Like I think she's about to be a registered nurse or whatever. My oldest sister, she used to work for the government, but now she's a teacher because of the government took a shit or whatever. And then my little brother, and then my brother, he's all over the state being a registered nurse, and he goes like out of town and like teaches classes and shit. So they all have done good. It's just the pay sucks. Right. But my little sister, she's working and she's going to school, and I said, listen, you already have a job. Well, they're paying you to do they're paying you to do work,
right?
And also you're going to school to better yourself. I'm like, with all due respect, like, you don't need anybody to do the things for you. I'm like, you just focus on you, and if someone comes and gives you a ring, then so be it. I'm like, don't fuck. And I'm saying this in front of all 5 of them. I'm like, don't ask. That is so sad. I'm like, be yourself, focus on yourself, and if they want to focus on you, so be it. If not, you got your own shit. Don't fucking do that.
Did they go? How did your marriage go?
Are you gonna give me advice, motherfucker?
I'm sorry.
My sister's like, where's your wife? I'm like, that's not the point.
Are you sure you can afford this?
Oh my
god. Nice guy though, her boyfriend.
Yeah, he was. He's a barber. Right?
Oh, nice.
So we start talking about my dreads. Now, if I hear someone from back home ask me again, are those braids? I'm gonna lose my shit.
Yeah, but do they have a word for dreads?
Yeah.
Oh, they do. What is it?
It's actually rastas.
Yeah, rastas.
Like rasta, like Rastafari.
Oh, okay.
These are rastas, and braids are trenzas.
What?
So braids are trenzas.
Okay.
And dreads are rastas.
That's pretty badass.
So, but my sister's like, so is your hair naturally like that? I'm like, well, no. No, it's not. I think you see me without him before. There's pictures out there for 5. Did you just meet me? Oh, by the way, the day,
yeah, those the beads, they just come out of nowhere.
just all of a sudden. So the day that my dad canceled on me, I called my friend because I actually texted my friend from here, one of my best friends, and I said, hey, I want to be back home. I get there on Friday. I'm like, Saturday, it'll be fucking, because I haven't seen him in years either. So it'll be fucking awesome to see you, even if I could just give you a little kiss, and because we gay talk like that, yeah, like you and I. And I said, we can get together. So first of all, I said, I'll be there Friday, and I would like to hang out. And he was like, yeah, dude, let me know, and we'll make it happen. Anytime, it doesn't matter, let me know. I'm okay. Then, as I go, I started reading what I texted, and I said, well, actually, I said, not Friday, because I was thinking I was going to hang out with my dad. I'm like, but Saturday. My friend, best friend, back home, who I haven't seen in forever, texted me back. Well, let me know if you can Friday though, because Saturday I'm going to an old what is it called? All included resort, whatever the fuck. Like he's going on a trip,
Right.
And I'm like, yeah, but I'm not there every day though. He goes, yeah, but we're doing this. So if it's Friday, let me know. I was like, what the fuck? Like nobody fucking cared that I was there. So finally, I my dad fucking left me all dressed up and ready to go, and I said, hey, I'm not doing anything.
Did you wear your best? Did you get all dressed up to meet Dad?
No. I mean, just regular. I mean, obviously I had the sneaks and shit, so just regular shit.
How many pairs of shoes did you take with you on the trip?
1, 2, 3, 4.
What'd you take? I saw you had the Rebellions.
I had the Rebellions. I had the blue ones. The blue ones with the red swoosh with the red.
Oh, like the denim blue?
Those ones I took too. And my Polands, the yellow ones, the high tops.
Yeah.
And that's it. And my flip-flops or whatever.
So I have a bone to pick with you, though.
Okay.
I noticed when you were hanging out at the resorts and we were going to the beach or we were going to the pool and everything. What was with the shirt in the fucking water there, bud?
That's a great question. Here's 2 reasons why I did it.
I was all, oh, he's going surfing. Right?
I was like, yeah, dude.
Cowabunga, dude.
No, there's 2 reasons why. First, I bought it because we went on this river that we did, like the underwater, the cave underwater, whatever. And so I knew that I was like, okay, the biggest reason why is like I didn't get waxed like I thought I was gonna.
Oh, yeah.
And I was the only
Are you that hairy on your back?
I showed you. And I was like the only fucking guy, cause I got to the pool.
No, you have like footprints in the sand,
because
hair patches.
Because the first
there's like one here,
I
and
got
one
hairy
back
wings.
here.
Because the first time, I just showed somebody at work. That guy, you gave me his number. I'm talking about this. I'm like, yeah, look, and he goes, you're not that bad though. I was like, yeah, fuck this, dude. I got to the pool because the first time that I went in, I didn't have a shirt, and my mom knew about it. So like, you're just gonna take your shirt off? I'm like, yeah. And I'm looking around, and obviously there's some beefcakes of men all over the fucking place.
Yeah.
And then also grown-ass adults, grandpas, all fit or fat, not one of them has hair on their back. Like, I'm the only one. And I'm like, God damn it, now I gotta jump in the fucking pool, and everybody's gonna push me like I'm seaweed. They're just gonna fucking push me off. And so my sister was like, I'm like, why is the big deal? I'm like, I don't know. It's just like, and I've never been insecure about it. I'm like, it's just all of a sudden, I'm like, I think it's because I wanted to get it done so bad, and I ended up not doing it.
Why don't you ask your mom to shave your back?
I don't want to shave it because how it's gonna grow. I want to wax it. Or fucking laser remove it so I don't have to fucking worry about it anymore.
I didn't think it was that bad.
Yeah.
I mean, it gives me something to hold on to.
Maybe it ain't. Yo, your boy smoked a fucking $80 cigar.
Oh, really?
That I ended up paying for it. And I didn't know how much it was. Everything has pesos and dollars. Everything, right? So I see 79 or 89, whatever the hell it was. And I'm like, 89 pesos or 80 pesos, whatever.
What's that?
It was a Cuban Monte Cristo.
A real Cuban.
Fat one.
Because you're allowed real Cubans down there.
Yeah, dude. And by the way, the lady was like, you can actually buy this and you just take the label off and you can just take it and fly with you. And my sister and I were like, yeah, but we are allowed to take this shit. Like, you're not supposed to bring it here to sell. Like, you're not going to bring 20 boxes with you. But if you bring your own box, it's like, yeah, this is from me.
Yeah.
I'm not. They're like, yeah, who gives a fuck. But anyway, she was trying to school us and whatever.
Was it good?
Oh, dude.
Was it? Was it slow burning?
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
Very earthy?
Very earthy, dude. One of those that you have to hit. But so we sat there and we're smoking our cigar. The only way you can, I bought 3, not the other ones. I bought 3. I had the big expensive one. Luckily my sister and my mom didn't. They just pick a small one. And so we went.
Your mom and your sister smoked cigar with you? Oh, that's fucking dope. That's fucking dope.
Fucking bad, dude. My mom. First of all, my mom was so scared of doing that river But she's like, it's my fucking daughter's 30th birthday. We're doing this once in a lifetime kind of thing for us so far. She's like, I'm fucking doing it. And then we get into this river, dude. And there's places where you can just get out. And my sister was like, I don't want to get out. And my mom is like, I don't know. Look at that. Because the river just is for like a mile and a half. And dude, you're in this river for so long that when you get out, your legs are like, well, I haven't worked for the last hour.
Right.
All I've been doing is this. So you get out, you're like a baby deer. You're like, oh, fuck, you don't feel your legs. And my mom is like, oh, I don't like that. Is because they have a big old rope that you can get a hold of yourself and just go.
Right.
But some parts don't. And you just rely on your vest. And
do you have to wear a vest?
Yeah, they just
make
for
you?
their own liability. And they say, and my mom is like, I don't know, look how dark it is and everything. But my sister, I'm like, Mom, if you want to get out, I'll get out with you. And then she looks at my sister. My sister's just floating away. She was like, come on, let's do it. My mom is so, let's do it.
Nice.
And I was like, all right, Mom, I'll be right behind you. But yeah, it was a blast. And then my mom said, was like, we smoking? I'm like, yeah, we're smoking.
Hell yeah.
So we sat there. There was a guy at the beach. At nighttime, he's just there fucking making sure nothing goes down, right? I said, hey, can we smoke here? And he goes, yeah, you can. I was like, all right, cool. Sat there, we lit up the cigar. We were there for 10 minutes. This bunch of Asian Americans come in. And they're like, yeah, there was like 3 or 4 couples. Oh, by the way, no kids in this hotel. Only adults. And there was like
no kids.
No kids. No
so
kids
it's nobody
whatsoever.
under 21?
Yeah. Yep.
Or 18?
Probably 18 because Mexico's 18.
Right.
But so we get there and there was like 4 or 5 couples. They're all like, you can tell they're a little drunk and shit. So the guy's like, all right, dude, let's fucking do it. And he takes his fucking shirt off and he wants to run into the beach and just swim at night.
But all the rocks are there, right?
Yeah, but they didn't read the
They
fucking
didn't read
sign.
the sign,
They didn't
huh?
read the fucking sign. And so I think I put it either on my story or my Snapchat, whatever. This fucking guy took his shirt off, big heavy guy, starts walking, and then he dives in the fucking, right at the shore, he dives. Comes back up and he goes, ow, fuck! And tiger scratch all over his belly, dude. Like he dove into a fucking rock. And then as he's going, ow, fuck this, the other guy is running just to get in. And then he's not even all the way into it. He's like, oh, fuck, god damn it. And we're just smoking. We're laughing our ass off, dude. We're like, there's a fucking sign here that says don't fucking do that.
You know what? The problem with that is like ocean, rock, and bacteria is bad stuff.
So right across the as you come into the hotel and you see everything but through the beach and stuff, if you see all the way across the beach, that's Cozumel. There's an island there.
You had one picture where you were sitting there, and you looked like you were kind of on a smaller cliff, and there was an older building out towards the way, and then the fucking ocean. Dude, it was beautiful out there. I was so jealous. I want to go so fucking bad.
You should, and that's what I want to do today. I want to come out with a date that we go.
Well, just tell me, and we'll go.
But I put this together for this fucking episode. Got some questions to ask you. See if we can do this.
Okay.
First and foremost, would you be drunk the whole time?
90% of the time.
Especially if it's
Absolutely.
free.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean,
It's Pinocchio have wooden
Pinocchio
ball.
have wooden balls, right?
It is so nice, dude, because we get there and you can go to the buffet and drink. You can order, room service and drink, and then you can go to the bar and drink. I mean, everything is just drinking. And as you go into the hotel, it's drinking.
Like when I go on vacation, I pace myself.
Yeah.
Like when I wake up, when we go on
And I
vacation,
know I'm gonna be
the man who's gonna love you. Something.
Anyway,
When I go up,
and I will walk 500. Anyway,
are those assholes? But I pace myself. Like, if I'm being honest, when I'm vacationing, I don't start drinking until 10:30 in the morning,
yeah.
and then I just pace myself. But yeah, I enjoy. It's not like I'm gonna go do shots as soon as I wake up.
The one thing I didn't like is that at one point the hotel will like shut down. Like it'll be open for people to do stuff, but like there's no people partying. There's no everybody's just in their rooms. And I was like, yeah, whatever. To each their anal, you know.
Okay.
Next question. This is, I mean, I'm getting information here for when we go party. Next question. Can you get in the pool?
Oh yeah. You get me drunk, it's been a proven fact.
Now here's the thing though. The pool had its own bar. So you're just sitting there.
Well, as long as guys aren't vomiting in it, like
there's a fucking hey, white guy, by the way.
Of course.
Had to go and puke, although probably a youngin.
Probably look just like me.
Yeah. And
But sober? No.
okay.
A little bit buzzed, like 3 or 4 beers in.
Yeah.
I'll put my feet in there.
Okay.
5 or 6. I get in the pool, right?
Okay. Yeah, that's nice.
I got into a fucking pool in a hotel in Texas. Now, I was inebriated as a motherfucker, right? But I'll get in.
So they have this thing where every day by the pool obviously is packed, right? And you can rent like the little canopies or whatever, which is a bed. They give you the towels, they give you drinks. You can order from the bar. I mean, there's different things that they get. There's different things that you can. So you rent the canopy.
The cabana?
The cabana. That's what I'm looking for. So you rent the cabana, and then it's like, so you want this kind, or you want this kind. This kind gets you just the cabana, and
The one with blowjobs.
and waters.
Oh.
Right. And then the other one gets you cabanas, and then it gives you like a steak dinner or whatever, just whatever
really?
you want, just right by the pool. And everybody's just partying. There's a one time there was a girl there that was singing the whole entire time. It was like live music, just her singing. She had a great voice. There's another part. This is why Mexico is different. There's the guys that work at the hotel, and then they start doing like games. And obviously we're all adults, but they're picking the hot chicks to do these kind of things, right? So they're like, "What about you?" And they know, because they've done it for years, so they know how to play you. So you're like, "All right," and you're drinking. All the women are drinking.
Right.
They're like, "Hey, how about let's play a game?" And they're like, "Okay." And they're just hot chicks, and then they don't force them, but like the games are like you do like 10 sit-ups, and then you swim from one part, and then you do 10 sit-ups. So they're all doing this, and they're all like twerking and shit, and you know all these hot chicks, and the feet, dude, the feet.
Oh man, I bet you were fucking
dude. Everywhere. It's like watching porn outside right next to my mom. That's okay, hold on. But anyway, next question. Can you lay in the cabanas by the pool?
like sunbathing?
No, they have a little roof thing. You're not gonna tan, are you?
Well, no, I'm not gonna tan, but why would I just lay around? But I'm laying around and drinking, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, okay.
I got you.
'Cause
Yeah.
I will say this. I saw it at night. There's a team that goes and washes all the fucking beds by hand.
Okay.
So they fucking wash them every fucking
No,
night.
I would.
Next question. Could you get in the river?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That's a once in a lifetime
Absolutely.
fucking thing, dude.
Absolutely.
That's a once in a
That's a no-brainer for me.
I bought swim trunks.
One with nature? Oh yeah.
I bought
But I wouldn't wear a fucking the fat fucking man suit, like the leotard like you had on. I wouldn't wear that.
So I bought some swim trunks, and you know how he has like underwear attached to it,
yeah.
but it's like fishing net.
Oh yeah. So you can
Dude.
still see your balls?
The chafing on my fucking taint was so bad.
Is it chafing or is it the how do I say this? Be polite. Is it
You're fat.
no, I didn't.
Okay.
But like when you shave down there, you like kind of expose the meat.
No, I think
The meat
no,
to the
because,
fucking-
because it was
to the
right
environment.
here. It was right here.
Oh, it's in the inner thigh,
Yeah.
the thig, huh?
Right when it rubs on that little
Okay.
fishing net you have for underwear.
I gotcha.
It was
Yeah.
bad. My uncle was like, every time I buy swim trunks, I rip that fucker off. Because you're naked
Oh,
underneath
yeah,
it anyway.
yeah.
So
That's why you need to wear those spandex ones inside, the sports spandex ones, and then put the shorts on.
you know what I think the problem was? It's like so when you go and you do the river,
It's all the fecal matter in the fucking water, right?
So what happened is when you go and do the river, it's like a mile and a half, but right before you go in, they give you your locker. You put your stuff in there, and like the stuff that you don't need, like your wallet, whatever, and like all the stuff that you're gonna need when you get to the other side. You put it in a bag that they give you. So they open the bag. It has a number. You have the key, and you put like your towel, your flip flops, whatever you're gonna do when you get there. So here's the problem. The river has so many things, so many exits for you to get out. If you don't want to do it anymore, you can always get out, but you have to walk to where your bag is. And once you grab your bag, you have to walk back where your
all the way
locker
back,
is.
right?
Yeah. So because of my sister, my mom was like, all right, let's do it. It was like, all right, let's fucking do it. And so we made it all the way through, and then they have your bag there. But now you still have, you're wet, and you still have to walk. I still had to walk with those swim trunks. I still had to walk all the way to the locker rooms to change.
Right?
So all that walking, all that drying, and because it was wet.
Meat swinging. Yeah. Oh, I get it.
Here's another thing they do. As you come in, they give you a bracelet, another bracelet, right? So there's some cool spots for pictures. You walk by it, and it has a little sign, and you scan it, and you turn around, and there's a camera that is hidden at a perfect angle, looking for you. Even if people are swinging in front of you, it just sees you. So you scan it, and you pose with your wife or whatever, and takes a photo.
Nice.
That's pretty cool. Can you watch a 2-hour show? That show at the end of the night, it was pretty fucking awesome. It was 2 hours long.
So, again, I only saw the clippings of your what are those
Instagram
called? Instagram whatevers, right? To me, I thought you were seeing, like I said, the Cirque du Soleil of Mexico, right?
Yeah.
And the guys were swinging fucking Olays and riding horses, and I would have been.
Yeah. Okay.
But the one where those guys were all painted up and like doing the war cries and shit, that looked bad fucking ass.
At night?
That shit looked fucking
that's what
awesome.
I'm talking about.
Oh, I saw the guys in sombreros but running around, Da Corona, da Corona. Yeah,
That's the one
I would have been like, nah.
Oh, so you the one at night? No, that's a no for you.
Yeah, again,
And I get
to go
it.
there and
It's
experience
cool to
it,
see.
absolutely.
Like when they play the Mayans, and I posted it there, when they're playing the Mayan sport where they hit the ball with the hip and they have to make it through a hoop, like they're literally playing the sport that the Mayan used to play, and they're playing it with the rules of the Mayans. Like that's pretty cool. And like you actually see
that I would get down.
You know how actually people see that they're trying to make the ball go through the hoop, and the people get so invested in it that when it looks like it's gonna go through and it doesn't. Everybody's like, they get into it.
But now, just to go down there and see something different, other than just, I don't want to go down there and walk around and see souvenir shops and sit by the fucking pool.
You
but to
do stuff.
get part of the culture, absolutely, I could do it. Yeah.
Could you take photos with characters?
Yes.
Probably not. You would?
Absolutely.
Okay. So those Mortal Kombat guys,
absolutely.
when my sister asked me, hey, let's go back and get the because we went from that show to the night show, and when my sister said, hey, let's go get the bags, as we came out, they're like in different posts in different areas when they're posing, like they're all like dressed up. I mean, they have the whole 9 yards, and you can stop and get a photo with them. But anyway, could you eat at the buffet?
That one would be tough,
right?
But again, once I get inebriated,
but because we're talking about
all day long.
Yeah, we're talking about waking up and going for breakfast, but it's still a buffet.
Do they have the sneeze thing on there?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah, then we're good. We're good.
They all do. We sharing a room? Probably not. Huh? Cause you fucking
because I'm going bone deep, baby.
You fucking.
It's negative on that one. Sorry, bud.
Would you ride the bus?
Yes, I've ridden a many of buses to get to places on
like
vacation.
Shuttles and shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a no-brainer.
Okay. The only reason why I'm asking is because I can see that it's kind of like the same situation as the movie theater because you don't know who was there before you. But these are nice vans. They're not like pieces of shit vans or anything.
I watch where I put my hands.
All right. So that's a yes. Could you do the tours? And the reason why I'm asking is because the ones that we did, the two that we did during the day, very hot, very humid.
Well, I want to see everything, so absolutely.
So you would.
Yeah.
So, okay. Would you get in the ocean?
Yes. Absolutely.
Yeah?
Absolutely.
That's a fuck yeah.
That's become one with nature right there. Absolutely, I would get in the ocean.
So in the park that we did all day, they have this thing.
I want to go scuba diving.
So the one that we did the all day pass, they give you a thing that you can buy there where you can put your phone in a
This little fucking waterproof Ziploc thing.
So you just pick it up and take the photo.
We have those, by the way.
Do you?
Yeah.
So they sell it to you there, and also
Of course they do.
so there's that. There's snorkeling. Now I thought about you when I did this because my sister wanted to do it. I thought it was kind of gay. I was like, I don't really want to fucking do that. But my sister was kind of like I want to do it. You know, it's my birthday. I was like, oh, my mom was like, I'm done with that shit. I was like, all right, I'll do it. So I go in and it's one of those masks that you put in. It's got like just one tube in the front. And the only reason why this area, people were doing this in this area, because there's big fish that are right next to you.
Yeah.
So you can actually see them.
Real badass, like, I know the kind of fish that are off that coast.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm an aquarium guy,
Yeah.
so I would know what would be in that ocean.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, so, but the reason why I thought of you is because the minute I put the mask on, the smell of every single person that's put it on before me, I took a whiff Khalifa of it and I went, oh, that's not good. Here's another thing that happened then. I got in and I saw that some people didn't have their vests, but they were standing up, and I was like, oh, I can just go in there and do it then. Fuck it. And so as I went inside and I put the mask on and I started going, well, the drift took me away to where.
Take me away. Take me away.
So it dragged me to where my sister was. My sister had the vest. And by the time I tried to talk to my sister, I tried to stand up, and it was
Deep.
the deep end.
Yeah.
And I was like, I instantly remember. Oh, I don't. I was like, oh, I don't have a vest. That was so bad, dude.
No, you know what?
I probably panicked for a minute.
I would do it. I would still do it.
But
I
so
would
so
still
this
do it.
is that one kind, but they also have the one where it's the whole astronaut helmet, and you actually walk through a rope underneath the water, obviously.
No, if I'm going
it's
scuba diving, I want free. I'll put the goggles on. If I have to put my mouth on the thing, I'll fucking. I'll get some wipes
Take a
with
couple
me.
shots before.
Yeah, I'll put some vodka on that fucker. Put it on my mind. But I want to be free.
Yeah. But this is so. But this one is so they
I want to get butt fucked by dolphins and shit. Out in the ocean.
I took a photo of it. I posted it too. There were some dolphins, and one of them was pregnant.
That guy was
Yeah,
scanning it, huh?
ultrasound. But they have the ones when you walk, you literally walk through a coral. What do you call it?
Coral. Yeah, coral reef.
Coral reef.
Yeah.
And you have like the astronaut helmet, and you can talk to people. Like you,
Oh, you can talk to
they
people,
have,
huh?
yeah, they have that.
Oh, wow.
We didn't do it. Also, they have a boat, like a speedboat. You go in there and just
Oh,
fucking,
yeah. Fuck yeah.
it's so
Cigar
fucking
boat?
fast.
Fuck yeah,
it's
dude.
so fucking fast. They have that. You can go inside to see a manatee. Manatee?
Yeah.
What it is? Big fat fucker. It's one of my stories.
Yeah, I
one of
saw
my
that
pictures.
one.
And sharks too. You can swim with sharks. Crazy, but yeah, you can.
When we going?
I'm telling you, dude. I'm not. We can. Yo, this is how much I want to go. I'll do it at the beginning of next year.
That's what I was gonna say. Let's do it then.
Okay. Last question. This is because fresh out of the ocean, seafood.
That's where I would struggle.
You're talking about fried food.
Now
I'm not talking-
I went. Your boy don't like seafood, right? It's well documented on this podcast.
But I think you've said you don't.
But
you
I've
don't
been
crab.
to Louisiana, and it was right out of there. It's fresh,
that's what I'm saying.
and I could tolerate it. It was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
If I can eat a catfish sandwich
Yeah.
from a food cart on Bourbon Street, I'm sure I could eat seafood
Yeah.
out of there. Yeah, I'll figure it out.
We on the way here we stop at the
Well, you don't have any macaroni and cheese there? Oh, come on, man.
Guy Fieri has a restaurant at the airport in Cancun.
Is it called Flamer?
It's funny you say that. So, mother and I sat there and we're like, let's just have entrees. Let's just snack on shit. So we ordered the nachos, the fully loaded nachos, avocado, and some ceviche. These are all entrees, right? So the nachos, first of all, they have like a little bucket with the handle, And when they bring you the nachos, it's got the plate and then the little bucket, and all the nachos are inside. And you're like, well, that's kind of weird. But then the bucket doesn't have a bottom.
Oh, so you just
So that's just when they build it. And then when they do this, everything just falls. Cheese. We ate all the tostadas and we still had a shit ton of pork to eat.
Ooh.
All kinds of shit. But now that you say that, when the guy lifted, he's all, welcome to Flavor Town. And I was like, get the fuck out of here.
That's the worst part of that guy's life. Every day he's all, here we go again. Welcome to Flavor Town.
And then the avocado and the ceviche, there's a cart that a guy pulls up right next to you, and they're making it right in front of you. And then at the end, right at the beginning, he asks you, do you want it spicy? You want it salty? What do you want? And he goes, and we were like, you know what? We not that spicy, but I don't have heart problems, so you can do all the salt of the world. Not really.
You didn't say that, but your mom did.
But he did it. So he makes it, and then he's got gloves on, and then he gives you a chip with it, and he goes, try it. You want me to add more of this, more of that? What do you want? And you're like, and it was so fucking good, and we're like, no, it's fucking perfect. He goes, okay, and then he goes to the ceviche, and the ceviche has shrimp and fish and all kinds of shit, and he picks it up and he goes, here it is, try it. What do you like? And we're eating it. We're like, it is so fucking good. Now, my mother, not a seafood lady either, picks up the tostada with the ceviche, and I see her go, a shrimp is going to go in her mouth. I know for a fact she doesn't eat shrimp. So I stick my fingers in her tostada and take the shrimp out and take it. And I eat it, and I go, you don't like shrimp. My mom is all, this one's fresh out of the water. I want to tear this fucking shrimp down.
And she killed him, huh?
She fucking just, it was so much food that we couldn't finish it. Because it was a big portion.
From what I hear and what I know from when I was in Louisiana, it's different when it's fresh.
Yeah.
And it's not been frozen and shipped to wherever, right? So, yeah.
But overall, it was fun.
Well, I'm glad you had fun. I'm glad you got away.
Yeah.
We're able to step away for a minute, especially with, it's been an interesting year for you, right? To be able to get away, get back to the motherland.
Yeah.
Kind of step back. I'm glad you got to see your dad.
Yeah.
Glad you got to see the siblings.
The siblings. I got pictures, I'll show you.
So
siblings, best friend. I got to meet with him. Oh, and another thing, when my dad canceled on me and I ended up going with my friend, he's like, we're gonna take you some they call Arabian tacos. Every time I mention it, everybody went, ooh, those are good. So he took me there. And as we're going into the restaurant, who do I see? My dad's brother.
really?
What's up? I was like, yo, it was my uncle, his wife, all three of his kids, one of his kids, my oldest cousin's or his oldest wife, 3 kids, like the whole fucking family was there. And I'm like, oh shit. And I'm like, what's going on? And it's like, yo, your dad just told me they couldn't find the address. I'm like, yeah, that's why I'm here, because he didn't pick me up. Now my uncle,
He's all, yeah, fuck that guy. Right?
Now my uncle's kind of, I fucking like, I lovingly hate him because of the shit that he does. And I'm sitting there eating and talking to my friends, and I kid you not, in front of the, fuck you, uncle, in front of the fucking restaurant, dude, he does this to me. Hey, it's because they know me as Israel. Yeah. Hey, Israel, smile, and he's got his phone out, and I'm eating like in the middle of the fucking restaurant. He's like, I'm gonna send this to your dad. Yeah, look, and then he takes a picture of me, and then he sends, and I'm like with like halfway into my taco, and I'm like, hi. Takes the photo, sends it to my dad, and then the next day my dad's like, oh yeah, this is what your uncle sent me, and then he had a recording, and he says, look who I found. I found him. Why couldn't you find him?
Oh, he broke his balls, huh? Good for him. Oh, good for him.
But it was nice. It was nice to get away. It was nice to just to wake up to other things. You see what I'm saying? Just to wake up to, it's about, I talk about it on Dress Español. Like the only thing you don't do on vacation is like sleep in, because you're afraid to miss out.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
Isn't that funny? You don't sleep in.
Yeah.
It's
and I tell you why. Like the first night that we went there, I woke up first, and you know what I did? I saw my mom and my sister were passed the fuck out, and I grabbed that curtain and I went. And I opened it. So, my mom was like, "What the?" I'm like, yeah. I'm like, it's 8:30. Like, how long are we gonna do this? Like, we're in fucking Playa. Let's fucking do something.
What's the time difference?
1 hour.
That's it.
They're 1 hour later.
Oh, okay.
In fact, when I got those shoes that I sent to you, and I said, "Look, I got them there at 9 o'clock."
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yo, speaking of shoes, how ugly are these motherfuckers?
I like him.
Do you?
You don't?
You know what I don't like?
I got the red ones.
You know what I don't?
And the yellow ones.
You know what I don't like about them? And maybe yours are like this. So I order the same size, and I realize these are too small.
They fuck you up right here?
No, they fuck me up in my toes, and this is why. If you look, see how this is forward instead of flat back. So my
kind of like this.
I got next.
I have to do it long.
See, like my I got next dunks go flat back.
Yeah.
These push my feet forward. So the size I wore, I was like, oh, I can't wear these. So I put toe protectors in them. I had to cut the toe protectors for the sides of my feet to make. They're still uncomfortable as fuck.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping they. But I got them and I went. I'll never wear these. And they sat in the box for a few days.
No.
Before I even put them on.
I like them. I got the red ones and the yellow ones, but I will say, when I see them and I go, oh, I can wear those, the first thing that comes to my head is like, they're not the most comfortable ones.
Yeah.
For some reason. And the yellow ones fuck me up right here. It's so bad.
Jordan 1s, comfy. Dunks, I think they're more narrow.
Yeah.
And so they do the same thing to me, where they either smash my toes or they're really tight in here.
Are you going for those blue ones tomorrow?
The black ones. The 4s, black 4s.
Oh, okay.
I'm going for those. I know they're... But I'm going for them. I brought my trailer home.
I saw that, dude.
I brought my trailer home. Finally got it. Brought it home.
That's no joke, dude.
It's bigger than... So you saw my truck, right? You look at the truck in the picture and you're like, yo.
You have a tiny truck.
I have a S10 pulling this motherfucker, right? So I took it home from Ogden, the first trip. I've never had a fifth wheel, but it tows completely different than... It moves your entire truck.
So did you do the thing to your truck for the fifth wheel?
I had to have the bed removed.
And they did
The gas tank dropped out. The DEF system dropped out. They put the gooseneck, dropped the bed on it, cut the hole in it, put the ball in it, and then I got an Anderson hitch that you put on top of that so you can just take it out when you want to, so you still have a flat bed.
Okay.
So I did it the way where if I want my truck bed back, I still have it.
Now, it's I think you just said that the balls, so, because I don't know anything about fifth wheels, but I think you just said it. So the ball is in your bed.
So the ball, so you go to the wheel well on the driver's side, you pull a lever.
And it pops out.
And no, the ball, you take the ball and you pick it up and you flip it around. It sticks up about this far.
But the ball's in your bed. It's not on the trailer.
No,
you don't have the little shoe horse.
So you do that.
A horseshoe.
Where it's flat, you pop it up, flip it around, and then it's got a tower with a ball on top of that. You put that tower on. It's only like 25, 30 pounds. So you can just pick it up and move it out when you want a flat bed. And the ball itself cost me $3,000. But we got the trailer.
Yeah. So this is for October, right? For your trip.
Yeah, I mean, this is for... We've basically been toughing it out every trip we've ever done, right? We had a nice enclosed trailer, and it worked for what it was. But like I said on the podcast last time, I got 2 daughters and a wife.
Yeah. They need the shitter.
I don't mind shitting in the woods, right? But for them, that was the whole reason we did it, right? On top of the fact that I had to go out and buy the biggest side-by-side that I could get, right? So I was very limited on what I could actually buy. So I knew I had to buy a fifth wheel. We bought it. Is it way too much? Yeah. I went way overboard.
Yeah.
But honestly, you get in this fucker and it is the Taj Mahal.
Oh, I can't wait to see
fucking,
it. Is it at your house? You have someone else?
Yeah, it's at my house
Oh,
now.
so all your vehicles are out now?
No, I put it on the other side of the house. Barely, like between the house and that big cement wall, because I live on a hill, right?
Yeah.
So the neighbors are way up above us, right? It's like there's this much room in between it. It's not going to fit there. So I got to find a spot. Tomorrow I go out and I find a spot where I can park in. I'm going to have to pay rent for it or whatever. Yeah. But
I'm happy for you.
It's got a fireplace in it. It has a couch this size. All the chairs, all the couches are massaged and heated.
Yeah.
The cup holders are heated and cooled in it. It's got a bar in the middle.
Nice.
Like a stand-up bar, like an entertainment bar. It has a 55-inch TV. It has a 47-inch TV in the main room. It has a TV that you take outside and put it outside.
Oh, no shit.
And it's got a complete stereos. It's got...
So you did some research on this motherfucker.
It has... it's got 12 speakers all the way around it. Mm-hmm. It has a hookup for propane, so you can have a barbecue outside. It has a deck you lay down with a rail.
Dude, you know what? That's what it is.
It's
like,
nicer than my house.
I always say this because you're all about that shit. You know what I mean? So why not having top-notch shit for what you love to do, which is your hobby or whatever it is? You know what I mean?
The beauty thing about it was
because you were like, because you don't mean to cut you off, but when you show me the picture, it had the price, and you're like, I didn't pay that much, and I was like, dude, I wouldn't. Dude, if you told me you paid that, I was like, fuck yeah, dude. Who cares? It's your shit. That's what you do. I'm happy. I'm happy for you guys.
It's pretty good. It has 2 bathrooms. 2 bathrooms in this motherfucker, right? It sleeps 12 people.
Wow.
It's big.
So it has a shower too?
It has 2 showers.
Okay.
So it has a shower on the inside, a shower bigger than...
So how does that work? You fill up a tank on the top, I'm guessing?
Yeah, so it's got 110 gallons of water. It has a 12-gallon water heater in it.
Okay.
So you have hot water if you want to shower. Mm-hmm. If you go outside and you decide you want to shower outside because you're muddy or whatever from going out and riding, you open this door and flap it down. It's got a fucking full-on shower on the outside. It has a pressure washer. So you plug it in, fucking pressure washer, fucking side by side. It's badass.
Nice.
It's badass. I'm excited. I'm excited to go on our big trip. I leave for 9 days. 9 days. Yeah, 9 days. I'm excited to take it out.
When is this? Can you you want to talk about it later or right now?
So I leave on the 18th. I won't be back. That's a Tuesday.
19 is
Ryan's and I won't be back until Wednesday or Thursday the next week. So, and I'm going down south to a big, it's like a big festival where thousands and thousands of people get together for this whole ordeal. I'm excited about it, but I'm excited about it.
But you've done this, right? Just without a trailer?
Never on that. Never to that event.
Okay.
No, this has been like...
Now you're legit. Now that's your ticket.
Oh, yeah. Dude,
now you're one of them. Now everybody's all...
We got the party barge here, but I tell you what, I've never realized... I need a 1-ton.
Oh, okay.
So...
Isn't that much difference, though?
Yeah. Yeah, it is. I mean, my truck will be fine for the next little bit, but the next step, I'm going to buy a dually.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going dually. A mega cab dually.
Oh, baby. Dude. You can fuck in the trailer and the truck.
So that's the next step. But I'm excited about it. It's a big accomplishment for me.
Yeah.
It's something we've worked for a long time. I'm excited about it, and I'm not gloating or anything, but I'm excited about it, man.
I'm happy. I mean, when you show me, I'm like... Finally,
when we get done, remind me. I'll show you. You'll be like, "What the fuck, dude?"
That's like finally did it. Yeah. The wife's all happy and shit. Huh?
It has a bigger fridge than my house has.
It probably doesn't have a dent.
No, it doesn't. Doesn't have a dent. It doesn't have a dent.
Hey, by the way, before I forget, I come home and Brian gives me
the rent check. He's all, "Hey, here's the rent bill, bud."
Brian went to SmackDown, and he also went to FanX, and he gave me the best. If I choke up, but he gave me the best present no one's ever given me, and I'm like, this is going in the studio.
Oh, I can't wait.
You're probably gonna be like, what the fuck?
To Angel. Who is this?
That's a bastard boy.
Shout out to B.
That's my fashion,
Shout out to
that's
B.
my fashion god right there, dude.
What's
Look
his
at
name?
AJ Mclean.
AJ Mclean. Now, the hat's on point.
Yeah.
The hat's on point. I dig the tattoos.
He paints his nails, but that's whatever.
He does paint his nails.
So he's the one that is always it's always eccentric. Like even when they're all wearing the same thing, he's wearing the same thing, but he has the white hat. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
You know how the NSYNC
They always have the
NSYNC that was the guy with the dreads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is him on the back suit, right?
Yeah.
I would rock that shirt.
Right.
Even with all the holes in it.
Yeah.
I think I would rock that.
He took
shirt.
a photo with him, and then he said, "Hey." He says, "Hey, how about if I buy a picture, would you sign it?" And he goes, "Yeah." And he goes, "What's your name?" And he goes, "Actually, Brian's like, actually, make it to my friend Angel because he's in Mexico and he couldn't make it." And he goes, "All right," and he just signed it. How cool is that?
That is pretty bad.
Fucking
Shout
bad.
out to B right there, man. What a dude.
That's pretty badass.
That is badass.
Anyway,
Yo, I saw the pictures he had. He saw a lot of the guys from my favorite show, the fucking Cobra Kai.
That's right.
That shit's badass. Yo,
Cobra Kai, motherfucker.
speaking of Netflix, I know we're going way over, but who gives a fuck? You're back. We're back.
Shout out to Jason, by the way. Thanks for filling in. Share the episode too.
Hey, I love doing it without you,
Okay.
but it wasn't the same. No, we had fun.
Yeah, for
right?
sure.
We had fun.
I enjoyed it.
And one thing I realized, and I'm not boasting myself, but I was nervous because I said, okay, I love you, Jason, but he's not one to make. He's not one. Not a podcaster, right?
he's
Not
not a
one to
podcaster.
make the con. If I'd had Will in there,
Yeah.
it would have been like, oh, okay, we'll just keep it going, right? Or Dre, or any of our good friends. But I was nervous, and when I got done, I was like, I'm not that bad.
No, I enjoyed
Keeping the
it.
conversation rolling.
It started a little slow, and I was like, all right, but it's the vibe that you get. And again, we love Jason, we love having him here, but it's the vibe that you get from someone that is. I mean, even though Jason is one of our good friends, he's not very talkative.
No, he's not. He's
You know?
very quiet.
He's very quiet. He's very
level-toned.
something. But no, I enjoy it. And in fact, and this is not bullshit. So now I'm recording Dress Español during the week. That way we have Sunday off. So I'm kind of like getting used to the new schedule, and with that and like all this, I had to catch up with a lot of. I came home and I turned my company phone on, and it was like, "You're behind on this and this and this." Like, holy fuck!
Oh,
So I'm trying to
dude,
catch
I
up.
should have suspended you. I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's good. I think I'm all caught up. So I didn't have time, but I made that clip, and there was a couple more spots where I could have done more, but I couldn't. As soon as I got home, I had something going on or whatever. I also bought some stuff for Nestor, and I'm meeting him tomorrow to give him to him. But no, but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the episode. It was cool. It was cool. I'm like, let's see. And I was excited when Monday came around. I was like, oh yeah. Let's listen
The
to
train kept going.
You recorded all the wrong cards, but it's okay. We got it done.
Did I?
Brian's like, yo, I thought he didn't press record on this or didn't press record on this, but we found it. That's a good thing I went through all the cards.
Whoops.
I'm like, oh, that's good.
I have been watching that fucking Dahmer show.
Okay, I watched the first episode,
Okay.
and I've heard it gets better, but once he went to his childhood, I was like, kind of too.
Oh, you need to keep watching
Okay.
it. You need to keep watching it. Because it puts a little bit of backstory where you realize he didn't have that fucked up of a childhood. Yeah, his mom was maybe a drug addict at terms,
Yeah.
right? But his dad tried to find that one thing to connect with his child,
Yeah.
right? And he had a brother way down the fucking line, right? But his dad found that one thing that, hey, you're interested in this and I'm interested. And being a father, that's a hard thing to do when your kids are into something. You have to pretend like, yeah, I'm into that too. So as fucked up as it was to pick up roadkill off the side of the street.
There's one right there.
and cut it up and shit like that. But he was doing something he thought his kid was into that they could bond between, right? I was like, I don't think he had that fucked up of a family, right?
Yeah.
But when he's, I want you to watch it,
Okay.
Because I'm about 6 episodes in.
Is it 10 episodes?
10 episodes, dude.
Okay, so just tell me this. Does he go back to his adult life?
It goes back to...
Is it back and forth kind of thing?
Yeah, kind of like a back and forth real quick, but it goes like, you see when he gets busted. Right?
Okay.
Spoiler alert,
Yeah,
right? In 3, 2, 1, right? And I'm not going to kill it for you, but it goes to the first episode where he gets busted, right?
Yeah.
Then it goes back to his childhood. Then it goes back to when he's a teenager,
Okay.
just out of high school, and then he has his first murder, right?
Okay.
And then it kind of builds from there, each individual one. I mean, the dude killed 17 dudes that they know of, right? They say there's more, but I watch shows and I can just be like, yeah, watch it. There were times on that one, I hit pause and fast forwarded it because I was so disturbed. It
no
fucked
shit.
me up a little bit because I was like, some of those moments where he's the gay tendencies that he gets, but it's also I don't want these people to leave. They do such a good job of making it uncomfortable for the viewers that I was like, oh, I can't stand this. And I had to fast forward just a little bit and then keep going, but I can't stop watching it.
Yeah.
In fact, I got the wife to start watching it and she was just like, what in the fuck have you got? Because she doesn't know.
Yeah.
When I was a kid in 91, I heard about the whole Dahmer thing. And I've listened to various podcasts over the years about all the things. So I kind of know a good background story about it. But dude, that guy, whoever the fuck that guy is, he was also in
The horror stories or whatever.
Horror Stories. He was also in, what was the one with Will Smith and the hot chick from Wolf of Wall Street? And the Joker, Jared Leto was in it.
Margot Robin.
What was that? He was the one with the skull face.
Fuck. Team Squad.
Squad
Team. What is it?
Squad something, right?
Yeah. Fuck. We're so dumb.
I can't remember.
Yeah.
But he was in that, dude. That guy plays that Dahmer spot where every scene you were like, what in the fuck am I watching, dude?
Yeah.
It's so good.
They ever since the thing came out, Snapchat has, how I don't know if you remember, Snapchat has like stories
Filters?
that you can follow. No, it gives you a dumber filter.
Every one of the memes are like, no, we're going to watch, and it's like Super Bowl fucking 31, right? And he's standing there.
No, but they got it. Like they have a story about him. And he was like, they said something like, to where he knew when he went to prison, he knew that he had to die, or that he was going to die.
He told him.
Yeah, but he had like a death wish, but he wouldn't. He was
Evan Peters.
He was too chicken shit to do it himself. So that's why he wanted to be in Gen Pop. Because he knew that someone was gonna take care of him.
He was an X-Men Apocalypse.
And like with this food, he was shaping him to be like body parts.
Yes.
And stuff like that.
I'm trying to remember the name of that fucking
What the
that
fuck
show
is that
he was
movie?
in. What is that movie?
We sound so stupid. Gun Squad? Team Squad? What the fuck? Obviously we're not geeks. You know which one I watched? Sins of Our Mother. That's that lady Lori. Remember that her husband died in like a weird way, and then her kids were missing
Oh,
in Hawaii or some shit
that
like
bitch
that.
from Idaho.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched that one. That was good.
Lori.
Something like that. I can't remember. Hot lady when she was younger.
Oh, yeah.
And
Crazy.
Yeah, and he marries this pastor or whatever, and now they're fucking part of a
Like a cult.
yeah.
That's a sad story.
Yeah.
That they found those kids'
Yeah, they found
bodies.
the kids. Yeah, but the worst thing about it is like her oldest son, which is an adult and married and everything. He was in love with it. They weren't siblings from the same dad and her, but he grew up with them. And then he would he would call her from he would call her to the prison. He's like, where the fuck are my siblings? And she was like, no, you don't understand. I'm like, no, I don't understand. That's why I'm asking you. And she's like, well, I want to know too. I'm like, the fuck are you talking about? Like, she just went fucking cuckoo for
Batshit crazy, huh? God damn.
Yeah, I watched that one before I left. But dumber, huh? So I better go back and.
You need to watch it. Get past the part as a kid.
Also, Shop mentioned it. The only killer that will kill men.
Only men.
Yeah,
Only
'Cause
men.
everybody else kills women and kids.
Yeah, only men. Do you kind of root for him at that point?
I'm kind of like, all right, at least
I get
you
it.
got my respect.
I get it. But he goes into like bathhouses, and the fucked up part was he drugged all of them.
Yeah,
When he went to the military, he learned about spoiler alert in 3, 2, 1. He learned about because he went to medical school in the military, so he learned about all those drugs that would sedate people, and then he would go and steal those drugs, and that's what he would have, and he would just crush them up and put them in people's drinks.
Yo, one thing that I keep hearing on the first episode, and it's like, dude, I can only imagine, even though I never smelled it before.
The smell of dead bodies.
Smell of dead bodies. He had acid, fucking. That first episode, dude, when the guy's like, "What's that?" And he goes,
My family bought a whole bunch of pork chops, and my
went
my
bad.
freezer went out, and so they just went bad.
"Can you just imagine the cops went in there and they go,
Living in it, and it didn't bother him.
God,
But the fact that he was like, he was so obsessed and so deprived that he didn't want people to leave him
Yeah.
that he got close to. That's what was the part where he opens the fridge to grab a beer, and there's a severed head in the bottom of it. I'm like, oh no, yo, did you listen to Fighter and the Kid with the Liver King?
yeah."
What did you think?
Like, what do you mean about what?
Just honestly about that guy itself, because I follow that guy.
Oh, do you?
And-
Before or you
Yeah,
started?
before.
Okay.
And because I always thought, what's the catch with this guy? What is it about him? But then I listened to, this is the first podcast I listened to him. When I got done with the podcast, I was like, oh, I'm a piece of shit. I'm a piece of shit, right? Because he put it down to, well, you don't need to be
You are
rich.
buying fucking trailers for your daughters and this motherfucker has his kids eating testicles.
No, but
Liver
like,
kids.
the liver kids, right? but the part where he was like, if you're kicking ass in life, it doesn't matter what you're doing, right?
Yeah.
As long as you're kicking ass in life. And I kept taking that back with me all over you. I'm gonna go kick ass in life today, right? Pretty motivational to me.
Mhm.
I think he's still on steroids,
Oh, yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And then they got into the part where they go deep in the fucking farm with mushrooms, right?
Yeah.
So, but it was very interesting. I liked listening to it.
I kind of wanted to, so I listened to it, but I kind of wanted to watch when Shop starts gagging.
Eating the testicle.
Yeah.
Would you eat a testicle? A raw one?
Yeah, dude.
You don't care, huh?
I mean, it's just,
You eat ass, so
yeah, you too.
same thing, right?
I think just to try it. I mean, if I gag and puke it out, I mean, so be it. But I don't. The problem to me is like, to me, it wouldn't be a texture. Texture can suck my dick. I don't. It's flavor. If it's nasty, I'll probably like spit it out. But other than that, like texture, I don't.
Huh.
I was just gonna tell you something. I forgot.
So yeah, I got a hold of a guy. I've got liver coming. I'm gonna start eating raw liver now. So.
I know. And then I also saw it on the social media when he just walks in with no shirt on. And like, God,
Everywhere. He never has a shirt on. But if I looked like that, I would never wear a shirt.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure.
When are you going to Shab? The week I'm gone, huh?
22nd.
Week I'm gone, huh?
22nd. Brian's birthday is the 19th, I think.
Oh, okay. What's he gonna be? 64?
I think so. You know what he tells me? A motherfucker. I don't know if he listens anymore. I actually heard him listen to you and Jason.
He's all, that shit was trash.
No, I heard him. Although I did come out. This is after he got done with the podcast. He started listening to some wrestling podcast or whatever. And I walked by his office and he's like this.
Passed out?
With this fucking recording going on. Like, what the fuck was I saying? Don't matter, dude.
Something about Brian turning 46.
Oh, so he says to me, what the fuck did he say? Something about work. He's being fed up with his job and he wants to get another one. And he goes, well, if I wanted to get back to the podcast, I can't anymore. And I was like he always throws that kind of shit to me that I go, just fucking come back. And he goes,
why not?
Because they moved his schedule, so now they want him to be working at 6:00.
Ooh.
So he's like, but he says he's fed up. He's like, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to leave. I was like, it's like, well, if he makes it so you come back, I'm like, I'll find you a fucking job.
I know a guy.
Yeah, why don't you put him in the office doing some shit? No, he has to work from home because of his kid.
Well, I'm glad you're back.
Thank you, sir. Nice to see you.
I'm glad you got out and about.
I did Dre Español yesterday. We did it with a bunch of treats. Dre was like, maybe bring some treats and we'll do it. We'll add him to the thing. And that was nice. It was just, there's something about that thing, dude. When as soon as he goes, bienvenidos, I get pumped, dude. I'm like, fuck yeah, let's do it. And then this, obviously, I was like, I can't wait to tell. Like this whole time, I'm like, how I'm gonna say it, when I'm gonna say it, what I'm gonna talk about. It's like I'm just pumped. But I enjoy your episode. It was cool. It was nice.
Thank you.
And I don't know. Maybe there'll be more.
We'll keep it going.
Yeah, for sure.
Right, we'll keep it going.
For sure. You want to say goodbye since you're used to it now, or what?
Yeah. I'm not used to it, but so.
Ready to get out of here?
Yeah, let's get out of here.
All right, people. Thank you so much for following us and hanging out with us. Follow me on Ange Cervera on Instagram, Angel Cervera on Facebook, and I'm also doing No Hablo de Español with Dre in our new home on YouTube. It's called No Hablo de Español. And on Instagram, it's called Spanish Laughs, and we're trying to give money away. So follow that and follow the instructions, and you might just get a $50 gift card. That's it.
Beautiful. You can catch me at Lord_Longballs with a Z. Yeah. Subscribe.
Yeah.
Share with your friends. Share with your mother.
Oh, by the way, good thing I remember. We are officially past the 50,000 downloads.
Only took us 192 episodes.
Yeah.
We hit 50,000 downloads, huh?
Well, over 50,000 downloads.
Wow.
Yeah. That feels good, huh?
Pretty good for a little fella out of Mexico and a white trash boy out of Syracuse.
Hey, I forgot to ask you before I go. Did you listen to the fights? The local? Did you?
Yes.
Did you watch it?
Yes.
How was Eric?
Killed it.
Did he really?
Killed it.
Nice.
The dude has found his niche.
Oh, nice.
I hope to God they keep him rolling.
Yeah.
I enjoyed every spot about it. And not that I'm biased, but outside of that, I was like, oh, the dude has found a home. I'm so excited for Eric. I'm so excited for Eric and what he did. I love him to death. He killed it. And you know what? That card, all but one decision, all finishes. Outstanding local MMA going on right now.
Johan Rubio.
One fucking decision,
It was
right?
Johan's, huh?
Yeah. But one decision out of the whole card. We have some straight up killers here in Utah.
Yeah.
So if you think you're a bad motherfucker,
Yeah.
whether you're in Texas
fight
or
Justin.
LA or wherever the fuck you think you're bad at is, come to Utah. This
Yeah.
is no joke. This is the next hotbed of MMA, if you ask me. And I'm excited for what's coming. Congratulations, Eric. I think you killed it, my brother.
There's only one person you guys are missing. That's Justin Simmons, motherfuckers. Until next time, take care of yourselves out there. We will see you on the other side of the Beehive.
How would you say peace in Mexico?
Amor y paz.
Amor y paz!
Just peace and love.